Okay. Hello, guys, and welcome to our team night of doing the presentation of the products and the compensation plan tonight. It'll be a call for approximately an hour. I will start, and my co-host is David Allen from the great state of Texas. So we can't wait to hear, David, what you have in mind for us and what you want to share about the compensation plan. But before that, we are going to start with the products. And this is a part that normally my wife or the other co-hosts do all the time. So I'm excited to share what I have, and I will be short. Not going to tell that many stories, but with this products, it's incredible what they do, and without sharing the benefits that it has done in our bodies, it's really difficult to do it. So I'm going to short everything within the half an hour, and let's see if we can get it started. All right. So we'll start with a disclaimer, right? That the products are not intended to diagnose, treat, or prevent any disease. Please consult with your doctor whenever you're about to start anything new with your body. Okay. Now, if you're healthy and you want to be healthier, you're in the right place at the right time with a company that is incredible. And we're going to watch a really quick video to explain to you what these products do, how they work, how they utilize light to better your body. All right, so let's get started.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally. LifeWave phototherapy patches promote an environment that enables the body to optimize its restorative powers and provide specific health benefits, all without the use of harmful drugs or chemicals, all helping you to stay healthy and young. To find out more, contact your distributor or visit lifewave.com. LifeWave. Live long. Live well.
So let's start with the introduction and the science behind our company and our products. LifeWave is both a brand and also a technology. We're not just a patch company anymore. We are a technology company with a powerhouse within. So we're innovative. Our patches and our technologies are innovative, unique, and created with a cutting edge technology. And again, we're going to keep talking about this technology because later on, we're going to introduce to you a couple new products that one that we have already and one exciting one that is coming just on within the next couple weeks or maybe within a month. Phototherapy, more of a big word, photobiomodulation, meaning photo, light, bio, body modulation to change. So what is happening with our technology is the patches give the body a signal to be able to change within itself and have the body, which I've heard from many doctors is the best pharmacy that you could have, your own body. And that's what we are giving those signals to the body. Inside the patches are small organic crystals engineered with specific frequencies of light that activate your own body healing intelligence and healing power. Amazing, right? See, God created us uniquely in order for our bodies to repair itself. Our bodies are inherently and from the beginning way they don't want to be sick. Our bodies want to heal constantly. And now we have a mechanism in order to help the body do just that. What is the science and what was measured? So the energy levels, overall wellness, and mitochondrial activity, it is what's measured. And it works like acupressure, right? But without through acupoints, but without the needles. I hate needles. Even just to look at the needles, I'm like, ooh, can you imagine going through acupuncture? Some of you guys have. I can't. It just doesn't fathom my little brain. So LifeWave patches are registered a Class 1A medical device. We have over 80 clinical studies, no drugs, no chemicals, no stimulants, no side effects. Why is that? Because nothing is going inside our body. And when I was told that, I couldn't believe it. Brother Lorenzo shared that with me. There's nothing going on in your body. I'm like, no, there is. And he says, yeah, no, there isn't. And I said, yes, there is. Why? Because I felt an incredible change the first time I was introduced to this technology. And yes, I'm a one patch wonder. It did marvelous thing when I was introduced to by this technology through Brother Lorenzo. We have all the products are manufactured in Ireland here in the United States. So we have the ability to manufacture. We don't have to go to a middle. We're not a middleman. We're not a product brokerage company. We're not, an end people. We have our own ways of. That's why some people even asked David. We were at here's a story in Utah that somebody asked David, would our patches change in price because of tariffs and inflation and all that? And David gave a great answer. He says, we control the manufacturer. That alone, guys, is key because we don't have to worry about all that inflation and so forth. Now, will patches change in price? We don't know. But as it is right now, it has not changed. David Schmidt is the founder and the chairman, over 200 patents. He's an inventor and a scientist specialized in age reversal. In 2008, David focused his whole attention in stem cell research and has paid off richly. X39 patent took over 10 years, guys, and then $4.5 million to bring to market. That's because the patent office couldn't understand the technology, how it worked. And in order for them to give us a patent, it has to be proven and they have to understand it. And here's the patent. As you see here, it says that embodiment as a result of elevating copper peptide. Now, I want you to hear this, and hopefully you get this on your way home, that we are not putting stem cells in our body. You may hear the word stem cells, you may hear stem cell activating patch, but I want you to get that out of your mind for a second and understand this. What we are activating is the copper peptide. And I'll talk to you a little bit about copper peptide because activating that is what influences the stem cell recovery and the stem cell rejuvenation of your body. It's been studied for since 1970s. Okay, so there's 5,000 and even more clinical studies on light alone, phototherapy. And this peptide, GHKCU, another name is copper peptide, does marvelous things in our body. And that is what we're activating. So LifeWave patches are for vitality, for health, and for wellness. FDA approved. We talked about that before, general wellness products. So we're not a drug. We're not a medicine. And I want us to understand that because we don't want to lose our ability to share these patches with the world. We don't want to be called medicine. And there's a reason for that. We're Class 1A medical device, non-transdermal. What does that mean? Nothing is going in your body. All that it is actually your body, you utilizes your body's own infrared light or heat. Okay, so with that, that is the signal that our body is receiving. Why? Because those crystals bounce light back into our body. A low level infrared light comes back into our body and gives it that immense change in your body. You may say, well, that's a lot of science, mumbo jumbo. It's so simple. Vicky even posted something on Facebook today that their sun does so much for us. And that is the greatest example that I can give you, the sun. I'm a learned individual and I love to learn every single day. I'm studying and trying to figure out how things work. And I could never ask myself or ask anybody, how does the sun make us create vitamin D? I never understood that. But after being in this company and trying to understand a little bit more about what light does, I understand it now. And that's simply the best example that we can do. What the sun does for us is what this patches do. But except of just utilizing vitamin D and other things, it does a myriad of things. Okay. There's a little adhesive with medical grade, hypoallergenic, waterproof, and showerproof little patch that is designed to captivate heat. All right. Now, it contains no drugs and no stimulants, is effective, is inexpensive, and it's patented nanotechnology for our bodies. And here you see a myriad of benefits. And I'm not going to go over every single one of them, but look at it. Reduces inflammation, supports cardiovascular health, supports neurological health, and nerve regeneration. This is what I could say that it does for me, but that's not important. What's important is what it can do for you. Because I can sit here till I'm blue in the face telling you about this incredible benefits that this technology does, and it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It only matters what it does to you. But of course, great testimonials are awesome, and we can say, if it does that to you, it can certainly do this to me. Improves memory. That is one of the things that I has really helped me. I was very close of even quitting the ministry as a pastor, and I went to my pastor and I told him I'm forgetting things. The memory fog is so horrible that I can't remember scriptures. I can't remember names. And of course, my senior pastor said, "Well, let's pray about this, Pastor Ed, that that you will have that memory back." And a few weeks later, this technology was introduced to us, and X39 has been great support from the no longer do I have memory fogs, and I could preach for hours. Not that you want to hear me, but anyhow, that is what has helped me and help with sleep, cravings, you name it. It's just a myriad of things that happen that when using this technology. Now, let's talk about some of you guys might not know what stem cells are. And I was one. I mean, I heard about it, but did not understand what stem cells were. So stem cells are neutral cells, okay? Stem cells can become any kind of cells that the body needs to be, or the patches provide the signals for the body to regenerate itself. Now, the patches are not doing the regeneration. The body is. Okay, that is a very distinct difference. Now, by age of 25, this is where we think about, is this really happening to me? I'm 54, so I'm past 25, right? Double that. Our own stem cell productions is dramatically reduced. X39 is the world's first and foremost stem cell therapy that activates and regenerates your own younger stem cell. How? By activating and rejuvenating and wakening up that GHKCU peptide or amino acid, you might want to call it. X39 activates copper peptide. X39 is affordable, ethical, and requires no injection. Now, on the side over here, what is the takeaway? It increases mitochondrial volume observed, ongoing improvement noted over time, more consistent energy levels. Now, if your mitochondria, which is the main store cell of our bodies, all the cells that we have is composed of energy. Okay, so why we're alive is because we have energy in our body. And try it. Try fasting and see how energy gets depleted. Try not to drink water and energy gets depleted, right? So what this technology does, it gives us the energy that our body needs. That is what the stem cells do. Now, there's been long-term results, and we have a lot of the cases in patchtheway.com. We have all our clinical studies in there that David Schmidt and LifeWave Corporate has done. You can find it in patchtheway.com. Some of the things happen. The first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. And imagine that your own genome in your body starts resetting, becoming what? What are we resetting to? Resetting to a younger, healthier, more vitality, more energy. I went upstairs before the Zoom, and I said, I'm gonna take a little nap, right? And Vicky's like, why? Why do you come here? Dogs are just gonna be jumping on top of you and licking you and all that. And yes, I felt as though I needed a nap, but you know what? I came back up and I said, you know what? We can do this. And that is, and other days without this technology, I'd be gone. I mean, like I need my siesta, but thank God that I don't anymore. Within 6 weeks, the brain becomes balanced. Within 3 months, the collagen is increased in your body. And within 6 months, the heart reverses in aging. Now, I want you to understand what this means. Heart reverses in aging. There is a clinical study that we have in pastureway.com that talks about this reversing aging. It's the imaging of the cardiovascular and the heart that reverses in aging. Now, you may say, well, is the heart changing? I'm not a doctor. I can't say that, but I know that reading the clinical studies give you that. It's in black and white right there. So this is not no longer anti-aging. This is age reversal. All right, that's what David Schmidt says. Now, it is so sophisticated and yet so simple. A little tiny sticker that you put in your body, right? Testimonies of X39 are life-changing. I know that it's life-changing because it's changed my wife and my family, and I love it for that. Now, here's some really quick um, anecdotal pictures, you may say, of what X39 does in 4 months and in 3 weeks and so forth, provides age reversal, for your genes. And X39 is doing that. And why we're talking about X39, because it is our flagship product. It is our best product that we have, bar none. Here's some more rapid possible healing of all ages, right? This young man was I believe in some kind of accident, snowboard accident or whatever, and he had to get into a job interview. And can you imagine going to the job interview with this face like this? Within 5 days, he's ready to go. Georgie boy here, he fell in 7 weeks. You can see there's no signs of that accident that he had. Amazing, isn't it? This here on my left side, it it is one of our doctors in our business neighbor, and he had surgery in his right hand. And our particular doctor started using the technology on him. And can you imagine this? In what, 24 days, you could hardly see that there is no more. He had a carpal tunnel syndrome surgery, and you can't even tell. And of course, on the right hand side, this is my beautiful mother-in-law. 14 days had an gruesome. As you can see, those pictures are accident. But Vicky was there. She went to help her right away and stay with her and helped her with the patches. And she was a non-believer, but guess what? She is a believer right now because no pain whatsoever. What's amazing about this, the last thing that I'll say about it is that the only pain that she got is when they were started removing the stitches. Can you imagine that? That's the only pain she received? I mean, no, hardly any pain medication. And we have a testimonial video that we created for just that. Now, what is the difference of X39 and X49? You may hear that we have another stem cell rejuvenating patch, which is X49. It's the same, it's a mother and sister kind of relationship, with X39 still our number one, and X49 it's right climbing on the heels of it. So X39 elevates a copper peptide called GHKCU, and X49 is AHKCU, a different peptide. because it does different things, right? You just want to use one, you want to rejuvenate all our genes. The role of stem cells is to look for the weakest part of the body and start working from the inside out. Clinically proven, and amazingly, not just clinically, but also anecdotal, what it's doing to me. I played soccer all my life, and my knees, like my mom's knees, were always hurting. And I started using this technology. I no longer have pains on my knees, and I could go run again. I have no issues with that. That is incredible. Now, what X49 does, they work synergistically together because it works at a different part of the body, more of a cardiovascular, more to the torso and up. That is what X49 is good for. It's good for muscles and bones and collagen. That is what is really awesome for. And another thing that I use it for too, I started noticing my hair was getting thinner as I was getting older, and I've been diligently using X49 and X39 together with one of our other products that I'm going to talk about. It's called Celergize, and I've noticed dramatically the change in my hair and no longer losing hair like I was like crazy before. Here's the rest of our classic patches, we like to call them. I'm not going to spend too much time on them. I'm just going to let you know that each one of these work dramatically and quick, right? Now, are they stem cell activation patches? No, they're anti-aging patches. You see the Eon, the glutathione, and the carnosine. Those three are the main anti-aging patches. You have Alavida, which you could say that is an anti-aging patch also that helps you with your skin. Silent Night that improves, dramatically improve my sleep at night. I love it. I love my Silent Night. And when I don't wear it, I'll wake Vicky up. So she just gently puts one out on my top of my cocoon blanket, and I'm done. I'm in La La Land. SB6, I love it because I do have cravings. How many of us have this chocolate cravings, the sweet cravings, and later on the salty cravings? Well, this kind of balances them for you. And LifeWave, of course, is great for pain reduction locally and the whole body pain reduction. Vicky has just gone through a surgery in her foot, and we were kind of worried because she's wearing a big boot. And we're like, is this going to work? And, at first we were trying to have a hard time feeling the technology, but we found a soft spot on it. And just thank God, she's still in pain, but not as much pain. She says to me, can you imagine if I don't have this technology? And of course, Energy Enhancer was the first patch that we came up with. This is how we got started. And I like to talk about that because it was designed for the Navy SEALs, for the United States government, right? For the service. David wanted to create something that wouldn't be putting drugs and caffeine or pap pills in the soldiers' body so that they could stay awake for 36 and some unknown hours that they have to stay awake. So David designed something. And of course, when he designed it, it worked, but we went to war. And that was after 9/11. Things changed. And so everything happens for a reason. I thank God that it changed because if this would have stayed in the government, we might have never seen it. But thank God things happen this way. And now we have the ability to share this technology with the rest of the world. Here is Alavida. We have an incredible line, and we're actually adding to this line, and we are going to be the best for it. There's a mood enhancer in the patch itself that elevates 6 happiness endorphins naturally. So this is our happy patch. Well, Vicky likes to call and we like to call the Eon the happy patch, but I believe that this, because it helps you with everything when it comes to not just sleep, but beauty, reducing wrinkles and all that appearances of wrinkles, I want to say. Collagen boosting, 97% plant-based. So this is a very clean product that you can certainly put in your skin and your face. We have a daytime, a nighttime, and we also have an eye cream that we can put right under our little night eyes. And I don't sleep much. I always said, I even prayed to God that we should sleep a little less, but that's because I'm a workaholic. So the product that I'm going to talk to you, I'm going to be really quick, is Celergize. This is a product that has Xantox copper peptide, copper peptide, provides antioxidants, selenium, vitamin C, NAC, glycine, selenium, vitamin C, magnesium, all these things that are in this product. And before we used to be looking for where we can find it, now we have it. There's a really quick video that's going to explain it a little bit better than I would. So let's watch that.
You're already powering up with X39. Now power on with Celergize Morning. It's the science of synergy. Daily nutritional support combined with cutting-edge technology to boost cellular wellness and overall well-being. Our science-backed ingredient profile pairs perfectly with your favorite LifeWave patches to optimize energy, focus, recovery, and so much more. Energize your day with nourishing ingredients designed to support the health and vitality of stem cells in your body. The inclusion of copper and Cyanthox 50C buckthorn fruit extract give your body the ultimate boost, supporting the health and vitality of stem cells. A powerhouse blend of Cyanthox, NAC, copper, selenium, and vitamin C add essential antioxidant support. NAC, glycine, selenium, vitamin C, and magnesium supports production of glutathione, which is essential for optimized cellular function. Blend of glycine, copper, and beta-alanine activates formation and repair of GHKCU and AHKCU. Build a strong defense with zinc, magnesium, NAC, vitamin C, copper, and selenium for added immune function support. Potassium, along with Cyanthox, NAC, vitamin C, selenium, copper, and zinc to boost your cellular health. Magnesium, zinc, vitamin C, and Fibersol, because overall health and wellness starts from within. Whether you get active early or like to ease into your routine, Celergize Morning sets the pace for the day ahead. Celergize Morning. Start strong. Power on. Be the light. LifeWave.
All right, Dave, I'm almost done. The dynamic duo, X39 and Eon, is a really great combination that you can use, lower your inflammation and increase your stem cell activation. Incredible together. And lastly, our new product, guys, is coming out. David just gave us some news that will be starting coming out here in August. X2O. This is water infused light. Now, watch this. All the products work together in order to enhance our number one product, which is X39. What you just saw on that video with Celergize is all the power and all the vitamins, nutrients, minerals that you need in order for X39 to work efficiently. And of course, our X2O water infused machine, you're going to be able to drink the water with the Celergize. Awesome, right? And this water has so many other benefits that we're going to talk about, but I can't share so much of it. It's coming soon, and we're going to have better videos, of course, and better understanding of it. It's a water machine utilize enhanced technology to alter the fundamentals bond angles between the hydrogen and oxygen and water molecules. This modification, I'm reading everything right now because I don't want you to miss anything, enhances the water's ability to store, amplify, and release energy more efficiently, leading to improved cellular hydration and function. Now, of course, that's a lot to take in. This water infused by light is going to be incredible because we're not just longer putting patches on that give us light and signal. Now we're taking it on the inside. And as the technology grows, there's going to be different filters that we're going to be putting on, and the technology is going to increase. That is just this stuff is science fiction. Really, that's all that I can say. But I am done, David. I'm going to leave this to you. Let's welcome David. David is my brother from another mother, and he is an incredible teacher and trainer, and we want to give him a silent hand clap to welcome him to do this part of the training. So David, are you ready with us?
I am ready. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ed. And if you could just hear the applause and the standing ovation behind me for what you did, I mean, the audience is going crazy. I mean, it's unbelievable. But I get to talk to you about the vision, about what we're going to talk about is the vision of LifeWave. But we're first going to watch this video.
It's not too often that an opportunity comes along that puts you in the right place at the right time with the right product. But that's exactly where you find yourself as you discover the power of LifeWave technology and the opportunity it represents for you. Our mission? To share products with the world that enhance the health, wellness, beauty, and longevity of every person we encounter. If that resonates with you, take a moment and imagine. Have you heard about the billions being spent in the race to cash in on the promise of stem cells? We're told the possibilities in the future for improving our health and wellness using stem cell science from Big Pharma are huge. But what if the future was now? What if you could be perfectly positioned to take advantage of the stem cell revolution today? Partnering with an established company with proven technology, using a business distribution system that puts you in the driver's seat now. Too good to be true? Absolutely not.
It's what the world wants. We don't want drugs. We don't want injections. We don't want surgery.
I've never seen anything like this in 21 years of being a doctor, anything coming close to doing what this technology does for people.
This is a pivotal moment in alternative medicine and in the future of technology and healing and helping people.
Stem cells are the future. As a wellness company, we needed to be part of the stem cell revolution. And with X39, that's exactly what's happened.
That's David Schmidt, LifeWave's founder, CEO, and inventor of X39, his latest breakthrough in what is wearable, virtually weightless technology.
I'm now 50 years old and I feel like 30 years.
In 2 days, X39, my knee pain was really gone.
It's a really fun thing to share with people because everybody is amazed by it.
What does X39 do? It harnesses light to elevate a copper peptide proven to activate stem cells.
We're bringing regenerative science to everyone, and we're doing it safely and inexpensively and with extraordinary benefits. So this is why we have such an advantage in the marketplace and what makes our opportunity for our business builders so enormous.
This is cutting-edge science with no competition that's safe, affordable, non-invasive, and drug-free. We have an X39 video that tells you all about the science, so be sure to watch it. But with over 80 clinical studies behind it and multiple worldwide patents protecting it, the science is settled.
It's a game changer.
There is absolutely no competition.
You're not going to be able to find this in any other different company.
So where do you come in? Our distribution model is network marketing, an industry that approaches $200 billion a year in sales worldwide. People telling people about products and building teams of team builders that accelerate that word of mouth. It's big business, and LifeWave is growing fast within it.
It's very unusual that you would have cutting-edge science make its way into network marketing. But as it turns out, because our products produce immediate effects, immediate benefits, sharing the product face-to-face makes it the ideal way to share the technology.
The only thing you have to do is go out and share it with people. That's it.
You don't have to be a medical doctor like me. Everybody can do this.
You try the patch and you love it.
The reaction that people give us is like, wow.
With warehouses now in multiple countries and the capability to manufacture millions of units per month already in place, LifeWave is ready for you. Just think about who you know and all the people they know that would like more energy without the buzz, to reduce or eliminate pain, to sleep better, all without drugs, to look and feel younger without risky procedures. The list of benefits using our products is long. The market's vast. Are you starting to get the idea here? You're on the threshold of something significant. I mean, think about it. This is an opportunity with global reach where there's help and support alongside you every step of the way, and it's all fueled by a science that has no competition. As a member, you have an incredible array of marketing support, training, and business services that allow you to focus on what's important, spreading the word about LifeWave and helping us expand.
The growth in the future is going to be fast because of X39.
Once you learn about the X39 and you see what it's doing for people, for me, I feel like it's an obligation to share it.
Today, more and more people are really looking for solutions for a better lifestyle.
Everybody wants to look younger, everybody needs more sleep, wants to have more energy, wants to get rid of pain.
And LifeWave is fun because you're making a difference in people's lives. It's not a little difference, it's a big difference.
LifeWave gave my children their mother back.
When you're able to move someone's health as much as we can with LifeWave, see what change that make into people's life, that's amazing. It is. You can literally change someone's life. And I love that.
So there you have it. Look, whatever you want, however high your goals, however big your dreams, it's all possible with LifeWave. So be sure to get back to the person who suggested you watch this video and get started today. Try X39 or one of our other fantastic products so you can learn for yourself what all the excitement is about when it comes to LifeWave. Whatever you do, though, be sure to get started today because the clock is ticking. The time is now. You don't want to miss out. We're building LifeWave to $1 billion company. Let's do it together.
And that's right, you heard billion-dollar company. So before we get into actually what LifeWave business plan is all about, let's take a look at some other options that you have out there. Now, the direct selling requires initial costs and risk compared to other opportunities. So let's look at some of the other opportunities first. We can always become a realtor. Now, what we have to do is we have to have training, materials, membership fees, state cost, and what is my startup cost? Anywhere from about $500 to $1,000. And there's no refunds on your investment. So that's the risk. What about becoming a driver for Uber or Instacart? What do you have to have? Well, the first thing you have to have is a vehicle. So you're going to have an auto loan or a lease. You're going to have maintenance on the vehicle. You definitely have to have insurance and either pay for electric or gas, depending on the vehicle that you have. What is the startup cost? You're looking at anywhere from $20,000 to $40,000. And of course, there is no refund on your depreciation. So maybe we can do rental. We can do Airbnb or Vero. What do you have to have there? Well, you've got to have something to rent. So you have to have a home, apartment ownership. You still have maintenance, and you still have to have insurance. What's your cost? Yeah, you're looking at about $300,000 and up. And there's no refund on maintenance. Now, everybody knows about franchises. You have, up here we were showing Burger King, Subway and McDonald's. What do you have to have? Franchise license, a location, of course. And you're either going to purchase that or you're going to rent it. Plus, you got to have city licenses. What's your investment there? Your investment's almost $100,000 to $100,000 to $1 million. And guess what? There is no refund on investment. Now let's go back to LifeWave. What does LifeWave start you at? Well, a startup kit could be anywhere from $2,500 to $1,750. And guess what? You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So there is no risk with that. So let's take a look and discover the LifeWave business opportunity. So LifeWave is simple. We're professional with a massive momentum. We are the fastest growing in the world. Why should you work with LifeWave? LifeWave offers a one-of-a-kind solution powered by proprietary and fully patented technology without replicate or generics. LifeWave has an impressive 3,000% growth rating since the launch of X39. We are the fastest growing direct sales company in the world, 2 years in a row. And that's very impressive when you think about the different companies that are out there. There's thousands upon thousands, but we're the fastest growing for 2 years in a row. We use social sharing through our network, and we're a professional direct sales company. Now, what I'm going to talk about is the compensation, how you get compensated with the company. And I'm going to talk about, mainly I'm going to talk about 4 of the 5 that we get compensated right now. So how do we get started? Well, it's like any other business. If we were a brick and mortar, you would have an option to get a starter, which is a position with the company. And I call that the initiator. And basically what that is that I'm going to get a position with the company. I may not be ready to start now, but I know how the company is growing so fast that I want to position myself in there. Then we have what's called the core. The core is for people that want to just start and kind of dip their toes in. So what is the core? The core costs $295. It's a $450 value. It includes 3 X39s or X49 sleeves, or 6 of our classic patches, like Ed had talked about before. And you're getting everything at wholesale price. Now, someone that wants to advance a little further, you get the better, and that one is the advanced kit, which is $535. It's a $900 value. Now you're going to get 6 X39 or X49 sleeves, or 12 of the classic patches plus wholesale pricing. Now, for someone that just wants to take off and say, look, I know this, I can do this, I'm excited, I want to get out there and show everybody, so let me get the best. That's the premium. The premium is $1,750. It's a $3,000 value. You get 20 X39s or 20 X49s, or you can go 40 classical sleeves. You get wholesale pricing. But guess what? With any of the enrollment kits, except for the starter, it allows you to combine and customize the patches. And bear with me here for a minute while I get there we go. So I told you I was going to mention about the ways of getting paid. So let's get started with that. So the first way is your retail profit. So we're going to use X49 or X39 as our example here. So as a retailer, if I'm going to retail the product, I'm going to purchase myself that product at $99.95. I'm going to retail it for $149.95. I make a $50 profit. One-time purchase, $50. And I'll explain what the volume is in a minute, but you get 77 personal volume on that also. The second way of getting paid is through product introduction bonus. So because I'm introducing this business to everybody that I can, when someone decides that, you know what, Dave, this is an exciting business and I want to get involved with you. So I'm going to start at a core level. So guess what? They get involved with the core level. It costs them $295. They pick their selection of sleeves. And guess what? The company says, great job, Dave. Here's a $35 bonus. Now, what if they decided to go advance? They wanted to go a little bit better. Well, it's going to cost them $535. And my company LifeWave decides that they're going to give me a product bonus of $75, which is also my company because LifeWave is my company. But let's say that you want premium. You got somebody that just wants to take off. They're going to buy that kit at $1,750, and the product introductory bonus is $405. Those are all bonuses that are paid to you. And bear with me again while So now we're going to go to the third level. The third level is the binary commission bonus. Now, binary means 2. So we are actually working with 2 legs. And if you notice here, it says active pack 55 PV or 1 sleeve per month in auto ship. So to get that bonus, you have to be active. And in order for you to be active, you need to have at least 55 personal volume, which means that you're purchasing on a monthly basis 1 sleeve of product. So you can see in the middle there, it says you, and you're enrolling 2 people, one on your left, one on your right. when the company's computer is constantly looking at your numbers, and basically what they're looking for is 330 on one side and 660 on the other side. And it doesn't matter what side it is. For the display here, we're showing the 330 on the left, 660 on the right. Well, when that happens, we call that a cycle. So you make $50. So binary commissions are determined by accrued volume of purchase by brand partners beneath your position, regardless of who enrolled them and how far down the hierarchy they are, offering unlimited depth. Now you say $50, Dave, that's not a lot of money. But think about this. You could be doing that multiple times a day, an hour, because we do have people that do that cycle on in minutes. They cycle because of the increased volume that they've got. Remember that volume generated from retail and PC customers, which is your personal customers, is also included as a cyclable volume. LifeWave makes no promises or guaranteed regarding the income. The success and failure of each brand partner, like any other business, depends on your skill and your personal effort. You should not rely on the results of other brand partners as indicated of what you will earn. So now we're going to go to the maximum weekly binary commission payout. Now you'll see all these numbers across the board here, and you'll say, wow, look at that. If I hit manager, I'm going to do. All right. All of these are maximum binary commissions based on a paid rank. So it means that's the maximum amount that you could make per week. It's not a guarantee, but everybody starts in the enrollment title. So the maximum that you can make in the enrollment title, as long as you're active and you have one active personally sponsored brand partner on each leg, remember the binary, you can earn up to $100 per week. That's $400 a month. Now, for some people, that is electric bill, could be a car payment. So is it worthwhile? Yes. But you want to go to manager. Now, what do I want to do as a manager? Well, first of all, let's look at what a manager can get. A manager can make up to $1,500 per week. What do I have to do to be a manager? I have to have 2 active personally sponsored brand partners on each leg with a lifetime personal volume of 180. Now, what does that mean, a personal volume of 180 lifetime? That means that if someone came in as a core, they bought a core kit, guess what? They have a lifetime personal volume of 180. It just means the volume that's accrued from their purchases. Now, when you become a manager, you have to achieve the personal volume of 300. So if you either came in as an advance or you can upgrade as an advance, you have your 300. So now let's look at the next one, the director. Director, you can earn up to $2,500 per week. You have to be active with 110 PV, the same as a manager. So you're increasing you're buying a couple more sleeves per month, either to use or to sell. It doesn't have to be that you have to use it. You can sell that also. You have to have 3 actively sponsored brand partners on each leg with at least 180 personal volume. And on each leg, you have to have at least 1 manager on each leg to be a director. Now, from director, you go to senior director. Now, from senior director to senior presidential director, there is something that's common for every one of them. And what is that? Is that you meet the director's qualification and you have 2 personally sponsored paid as directors. Those are the common things. Look at the pay that you get as a senior director. Up to $3,500 per week. Executive director, up to $7,500. All the way up to $25,000 per week potential. Now, what's the difference between all of those? The difference is the volume. It's your group counted volume. And if you'll notice on the bottom of the screen, it shows you 10,000 for senior director, executive director 50, presidential director 100,000, and 200,000 for your senior presidential director. Now, whoops, sorry about that. Went too far. So let's look at your mentor matching. So excuse me, as a paid manager or above, you qualify to earn 20 to 25% match on weekly binary commissions of your personally sponsored distributors. When you meet the below qualification, there is no maximum payout on the matching bonus, and the earning potential is unlimited. So, explain to me, Dave, what this means. So that first at 25%, that means the person that you enrolled personally. That is your first line. Every time you personally enroll somebody, they're your first. The people that you enroll, when they enroll someone, guess what? That's your second. And when they enroll, that's your third. So let's take a look at what you have to do. So as a first level, you get paid 25%. You have to be active with 110 personal volume, and you have to be paid as a manager or above. What is it as a manager or above? You have to have 2 people on the left, 2 people on the right. And on your second level, you get paid 20%. What do I have to do there? I still have to be active with 110 personal volume. I have to be paid as a manager or above, and I have to cycle at least 6 times in the pay commission. Not a problem. Let's go to the third level. Again, that's another 20%. You have to be active with 110. You have to have 2 actively personally sponsored brand partners on each leg, 1 personally sponsored partner earning the second level minimum, and then you have to have a minimum of 10 cycles. This is being done, folks, every day by brand partners. There's no reason why you can't do it too. Senior Leadership Global Pool, that's the 5th level. That's being a senior presidential director and above, and basically you get a LifeWave Leadership Pool is an earning opportunity to the top leaders to get a quarterly bonus, and those bonuses are tremendous. Let's take a look at the next one. I'm going to show you the matching bonus example. So just to clarify on that level 1, 2, and 3, you can see that in level 1, it generates 25%. So if your level 1 person earned $3,000 this week, you earn 25%. They don't take that away. This is an actual bonus, an extra bonus that the company is paying out. On the level 2, that person made $1,000, so you're going to earn $200 on that. Generation 3, they earned $5,000. You're going to earn 20%. You earned $1,000. So just on this one bonus alone, you have actually earned $1,950 just on this one on the bonus there. Now, we do have a change plan. Changes are ahead. Coming at the end of October, an exciting enhancement. It's going to be Comp 2.0. Now, Comp 2.0 is an enhancement to the pay plan that I just mentioned to you. There's going to be 9 ways to build your income. And I'm just going to go over them quickly because it's not coming out till October. 1 is the retail profit, just the same as we're doing now. Customer premiums, which is a new portion. Primary bonuses, the product introductory bonus, it's existing and it's enhanced. We're going to have level earning bonuses, which is new. The binary bonus is going to be enhanced. Mentor matching bonus is enhanced. We have a new one called Business Launch for people that are new after October. Breakthrough Incentive, which is new. And then the quarterly leadership pool, which is still in existing. Now, how are we going to get ahead of this new plan? Well, the X39 three-step system, what we want to do is we want to share this technology with people every day. We want to follow up with people every day, and we want to invite people to these events, these Zooms meetings that we have. We want you to go out and find your core 4 builders. Remember, you're making managers, and we want you to become a manager builder. So, what is your dream life? Is it to spend more time with your family, to take exotic trips, to build a home, to just stay on the beach? That's all possible with LifeWave. This is our group of family that was at our last convention. You can see that, excuse me, we're also have a presence on Facebook, Telegram, Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, and Zoom. We have an exceptional website called Patch the Way, and we also have Patch the Way community that you can get involved in. So at this point, we're going to ask for questions. You can go to patchtheway.com or to our YouTube channel to patchtheway.com and see what answer any of the questions that you have. And one other thing that I want to stress for those that are not involved yet or that are involved is we're happy to announce that Sir Elton John will be performing at a private concert for LifeWave convention in October. You don't want to miss out. So if you're not a member, become a member, get your tickets to the convention center, to the convention for LifeWave. It's October 22nd through the 26th. For those of you that are brand partners and haven't gotten your tickets yet, get them now. So we're going to stop the sharing and answer any questions that anybody may have.